Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show, The Podcast, episode 192. Planning for episode 200 has officially begun. Episode 200 is going to drop June 25th. Can you believe that? June 25th. Planning has begun. But that is not why you're here. You are here today to talk about, or listen to me talk about, an actual really good content drop last Friday. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like Friday's content drop fixed every issue in the game. I am not going to sit here and pretend that Friday's content drop makes up for all the issues in previous programs and content drops. There are still pack issues. There are still stub and XP issues on the whole. There are still issues with the best cards being in packs and then being unattainable because they're way too expensive because you can't get enough stubs. It's okay to have cards in packs, but you got to be able to at least buy the packs. But Friday's content drop, if it sparks some change, could mean maybe we're in for some good MLB The Show content moving forward. That's just where my head's at. It is too early to say. I need to see what the next couple content drops look like, but we're in a good spot. So thank you guys for being here for another week. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Kenny. Sure, the podcast comes out on every Tuesday, but we also have content here all throughout the week. So make sure you subscribe. And yeah, and I'm also on Instagram now. Link is in the description if you want to see reels and stuff. Follow me on Instagram. Thank you. All right, so let's get into the stuff. So, on Friday, I wrote it down. We're going to go through everything, but I'm going to first list everything that came out. A new event, a new season reward, the Classics program, the highly anticipated Classics program, was pretty good. A new mini-season, I don't know if that was advertised, pleasant surprise. Mets Conquest for their City Connects, haven't done that yet. Lou Brock was acquirable / collectible in the season 1 rewards or season 1 awards, whatever the hell it's called, season 1 collection. I don't know. The new chase pack has Yordon Alvarez, 97 overall. My God, is that card incredible? There was a new captain's pack in the show shop, and we're going to talk about that in this episode a little bit, but we're also a whole separate video on it tomorrow for Whiteboard Wednesday, so pay attention for that. And then there was double XP given out for the first time this year, and they quadrupled the daily PX or XP cap. Awesome. What SDS did with this content drop was, just blow XP out of the water. That's the best place to start. Through mini seasons, through the programs, through the XP cap being double or quadrupled and double XP, I am so close to the first boss pack. Like, I will get it today. 16K away. Because there's still some XP unlockable things I have not done yet. I began the weekend roughly in this area. I think maybe I had just gotten to 820K. And I'm already here. It's Sunday morning. Like, in a day and a half. And I didn't even play that much. Like, I streamed and I played a little bit last night of recording. Haven't really even played a lot, but they made it super easy to get XP and progress through this program. A lot of us, when we were stuck over here on like Thursday, Friday, some of you even lower, and that's fine. Like maybe over here on Thursday. You were like, wow, by the time I get to these 99s in the packs, if I even get to the 99s in these packs, I'm going to have like 10 days left to use them. Well, now there are still, this way, that direction, over there, 40-ish days left. I guess a little less by the time you're listening, 38 and change. And now it looks like I'll be able to use these 99s for about a month. More than that, I guess, a month and a week, 5 weeks. You might be able to use them for a month, 3 weeks. Like, it made them more accessible. And that was my biggest positive from this entire weekend, is that they gave us XP. I think this is their way of saying, listen, we know you don't like the XP cap. The XP cap is going nowhere. However, we will have enormous weekends like this periodically to help you guys make progress. So my theory is that this will not be an every content drop situation. This will be like once every 4 or 5 weeks. Let everybody get a bunch of XP. If that's the case, honestly, I don't hate it. I don't think you should be able to fly through these programs because that ruins the power creep. Do I think you should be able to make more progress than you currently can? Probably yes, but I don't think you should be able to fly through the programs. But if they're gonna like once a month or once every 5-6 weeks be like, hey, cancel plans, play this game a bunch, we're gonna give you so much XP your mind can't even wrap itself around it. I'm in for that. I am totally in for that. So when I get this first pack, honestly, in a couple of hours, I will take Andy Pettitte, even though Jimmy Rollins is by far the best card in this pack. But I'm a disgusting Yankee fan, so I will be taking Andy Pettitte, and he will be this Thursday's pitching video. So stay tuned for that. My next pick will then be Jimmy and then Larry Walker, just because Jimmy at shortstop as a switch hitter is so valuable, and I love Larry Walker. BR, we're hitting well with him. But right field for me is not as pressing a need as shortstop currently. So shout out to whoever came up with this XP idea, because I like it. Where's all that XP coming from? Well, in the Season Awards 5 drop, they did a cool thing where every card you unlock also comes with 4,000 XP, excuse me, 4 XP. That would not be good. 4,000 XP. And they must have heard me yelling about how crappy Season Awards were last week, because last week I yelled at them. Because this Alec Boehm is nuts, and he's not even the boss of the week. Alec Boehm should be on everybody's bench. He is free to obtain. Honestly, he takes about 30 minutes to get, and he is probably one of the top 3 lefty killers available right now. I'm not starting him because his fielding is horseshit. And his very nice 69 power versus right is not going to play enough for me. But against lefties, this dude is coming in some situation. He's a killer. So love this card. And this boss, Tanner Houck, actually kind of good. Like, I'm not shocked if I see him in ranked. I might even consider giving him a shot. Sinker, cutter, splitter as his 3 most devastating pitches, plus a primary slider. Whew, with the way pars are and the way opposing PCIs are against sliders, that is nasty. Things to not like, of course, are 90 hit per 9, very low. His sinker and his four-seamer are pretty much the same speed. They are the same speed. That's not great. But look at his controls. Holy crap. And look at his brakes. Holy crap. This is a good card. This is a very good card. Plus, he's a little bit funky. Tanner Houck, shout out. Good program. Good program because 2 good cards. I mean, Andy Pages is actually not bad either, but no one's going to use him in the outfield. I used him in the event and had a good time. But Boehm and Houck are great, and you got 20k XP for getting these 5 cards. Boom, 20k XP in 45 minutes to an hour. Easy, done, got it. Next, the Classics program. Each one of the 5 cards, right, it's 5 cards, yeah. 8,000 XP. This is a 40k XP program. Kenta Maeda, interesting reliever. A reliever Maeda that starts with 46 stamina. Not bad. 109 hit per 9 off rip. Sinker splitter. I don't like him because he takes 18 years to deliver the ball. And his control is not incredible, but valuable-ish. Long reliever. Keibert Ruiz, what a good card. If you were not around in like MLB The Show 20, I think it was, the gold Keibert Ruiz that came out fed families in BR and in events and screw it, even on some ranked teams. This card is got one of the best swings in the game. Certainly a starting viable catcher. Nick Lodolo, he's aight. He's not bad. By no means is he atrocious. I am not going to use him in ranked most likely because he doesn't really tickle my pickle, but I will see him in ranked. This is a good card. Gleyber Torres, as of right now, until I get Jimmy Rollins, my starting shortstop. When I get Jimmy Rollins, he might be my second baseman. High clutch, good enough fielding, good power, 80 vision for a Gleyber card's pretty good. I'm a fan. I know you know I'm a Yankee fan too, but like even objectively speaking, this is a good card. Like this is a good card. And then lastly, there's a conundrum with Cody Bellinger. I don't love the build of this card. The vision only being 55, we're back to the days of when Bellinger couldn't see. Remember last year they gave us the high vision Bellinger and everyone went nuts? This is what Bellinger usually looks like. I'm more upset that the clutch isn't higher, if I'm being honest. But, like, he's on my God squad. I took out Palmeiro and put in Bellinger. This is all from the event, and I know that's on All-Star. But when you're hitting 684... and 1, 2, 3, 7 of your 13 hits are for extra bases, 4 homers, 1 triple, 2 doubles, you do something about it. Bellinger remains one of the biggest cheat codes in this game. His swing is just out of this world. I'm playing him at first, but he's a killer in anywhere in the outfield too. The best part of this program, they did it, guys. We convinced them finally. They gave us a Show Classic pack in the program. It is not Show Classic Pack 2. Pack 2 is the one with Dustin May and Nico Goodrum. It is Pack 1. Pack 1 is Castellanos and Edward Cabrera and these guys. It is not great that it's not the most recent pack. However, I actually think this is the better pack. I know Goodrum is probably the better player of all the high rounds, but Castellanos and Cabrera together make this a better pack. Before this pack was in the program, these cards were about 100 to 120,000 on the market. On Sunday, they are down to like 68, oh, I guess technically 69, very nice thousand, and Edward Cabrera 61,000. That's what I always wanted. The good cards are still more expensive, the good cards are still harder to obtain, but at least you've gave us a chance with a pack, and the market has come down a little bit on them. That is the benefit of having them in packs. I don't need the cards to be spoon-fed to me, I just need them to be slightly more obtainable, so if I don't get lucky in a pack, or I don't choose to gamble my money on a pack, I can just wait until the card is at a comfortable price for me, and I can buy it. And both of those cards are almost at that point. I'm going to wait a couple more days, and then probably maybe pull the trigger on Castellanos. I don't think Edward Cabrera is going to fit for me. Castellanos might. And then these mid-round guys, Trammell is down to 15K. Trammell's a really good card. Soroka's down to 15K, and you should be buying up all these base rounds for collections. 5,300 for Andy Har, 5,100 for Kyle Lewis, 5,300 for Logan Webb. Buy them up for collections. You don't have to use them, but you could spend 16K cumulatively and have those 3 cards. Great job with this program. I need to see packs and programs moving forward. I have to see it. Jackie Robinson had the Barrier Breaker pack. Someone else had a pack too in here somewhere. Am I making that up? Didn't someone else have a pack in here? Oh, there was a vault pack in one of these, I think is what it was. Either way, regardless. Pack in a program, very good. Moving on to the next best XP method, the new mini season. As you can see, I'm 13 of 28 games in. 13-0, just playing on All-Star, it's not a big deal. But as you can see in the bottom left corner, I have earned 20,500 of the 60,000 available XP. Plus you get Bob Feller. And the jury's out, I think, on Bob Feller. Where's Bob? Can I not see Bob? How the hell do you see Bob? I guess I have to go to inventory to see Bob. I think Bob Feller has potential. I don't think Bob Feller's the best thing we've ever seen. But he has Outlier 1, he has Break Outlier, he has a sinker. The sinker has no control or break, but it's kind of funky, throws hard. I will be giving Bob Feller a shot. Even without this Bob Feller, though, 60,000 XP plus all the packs you can get, huge. Love that. Mini Seasons needs to have a reason to play it. And I now have a reason to play Mini Seasons again because they dropped a new one and gave us all this cool stuff. So shout out to that. Next, the event. The event. I'm 25-1 in the event. I am ranked 11th in the world. Hooray me. Jerry Hairston exists. This card's pretty much crap. You can completely forget about this. I suppose he's okay against lefties, but whatever. But this Dante Bichette is actually like maybe one of the best 3 DHs in the game right now. Absolutely massacres left-handed pitching. He and Alec Boehm are probably like neck and neck for the top left-handed killers, either as bench bats or as DHs, I suppose. Don't put this guy in the field, please. Please don't do it. But this card's good. I sold him because I got him so fast. I sold him for about 60K. I will either buy him back when his price drops, or I'll just get him from the rewind pack in the next event. I'm also not usually great with Dante Bichette cards, but with those attributes, I'd have to at least give him a shot. So cool event. One thing I'd love to see moving forward in events, I like that they're all 2 weeks long. That's fine. I actually have advocated for that in the past. Also, a lot of XP along this reward path, by the way, 10K. If it's going to be 2 weeks, let's make the wins program up to like 50 instead of 35 and drop some more packs and stubs towards the end of it. That's my only critique, and that's nitpicking. But I find that I'll do an event within like 3 or 4 days and then just not have any more event to play. If you stretched it to 50, that'd be nice. It doesn't require much extra effort to make a 50-win reward path if it's going to be 2 weeks long. And you don't have to feel as if you have to get to 50, but there is maybe like a 10 bundle at the end or a 20 bundle or like another 2,500 or 5,000 stubs. Little nitpick, little quality of life thing. It'd be super cool. Next we covered the event, we covered the season rewards, we covered the classics, we covered the mini seasons. Mets Conquest. I have not touched it yet. There's not really a ton to do in it, but here's a Mets Conquest map. You play 4 games, tiny little map. It's the 7 for the 7 line. I kind of think that's cool in the subway. People not from New York won't know what that means. You get a show pack. You finish with the City Connect uniform. There's some hidden packs in here as well. Not a ton, but stubs, XP, and packs and whatever. Easy map. I'm probably going to save this for when I have to do some PXP grinding, or if I'm bored one day, I'll just knock it out in like, I don't know, probably take like 90 minutes or so. Nah, maybe not even. Nah, with the simulating, probably take like 90 minutes. Nice, easy Conquest map. Nothing crazy there. They put Lou Brock in the collection. I'm now at 241 cards, by the way. I'm knocking on the door of that first pack. We'll probably take Willie Mays over George Brett, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I love both, actually, which is a shocking statement. But this Lou Brock is pretty crazy. We've seen him in mini seasons before. He's my left fielder right now. And that feels weird because usually a guy like Lou Brock wouldn't play. But I like his vision and clutch. I like his fielding and speed. His contact is high. His swing generates more power than it ever should. Good card. Good card. Next thing I want to talk about is the Chase Yordon. This card is disgusting. This card is beefy. This card can even play left field if you really wanted to risk putting 43 speed out there. A killer of right-handers. Great clutch. Vision's pretty good. Fine versus lefties. There's your problem. He is 200,000 stubs. This is the first Chase card where I'm like, wow, I'd really like to add this card. A lot of the other Chase cards have kind of just been like, whatever. This Chase card's nuts. Very, very nuts. Very, very good. The final thing to talk about, and again, we will talk more about it tomorrow on Whiteboard Wednesday. There's a new captain pack. They are season 1 captains. Each pack costs 40,000, and you are guaranteed to select any of the 5 or 6 guys in there. It's not a chance. So don't go buy Clayton Kershaw for 48,000 stubs. Just buy the pack for 40 and pick Clayton Kershaw. Just want to get that out in the open. You could buy 2 of them. I will be buying a second one at some point. There's no timer on this pack, but I don't think it's going to be here forever. It might be a good investment opportunity to buy one, hold the pack, don't open it, and then see what prices fluctuate and then pick the guy who's most expensive. And I have a feeling who's going to be the most expensive. His name is Carlos Santana. They gave us a switch hitter captain. Yucky! This is disgusting. This is the new meta, and I'm worried it's going to break the game. Again, we'll talk about it more tomorrow. I selected Carlos Santana, both because I think he's going to be the most expensive and because he is the best catcher in the game right now, most likely. So I'm using him right now even without his boost. His captain boost gives you plus 12 contacts versus both sides, plus 10 batting clutch, and then it also adds 10 BB per 9 to your pitchers if you get him to tier 3. So it's not a ludicrous boost, but the clutch upgrade is really nice. We're going to talk a lot about this on Whiteboard Wednesday tomorrow. But there are other captains as well. Asian-born captain Seiya Suzuki. This card's a lot of fun. Trevor Hoffman is the 45 saves captain. I think he's going to have some relevance. At some point, this card itself is actually not that terrible on paper. The Clayton Kershaw is a lefty captain. Really good boost he gives. But the problem is you have to use all lefties, and I don't love that. David Ortiz is a fantastic captain. Plus 15 contact right, plus 15 power right, plus 10 contact left, plus 15 batting clutch. Insane captain. Mark Pryor is a standout series captain that's really niche, but he gives really, really good boosts. Like, out of this world boosts. And you can stack these. Like, if you stack the David Ortiz captain with the Kershaw captain, because one's a pitcher, one's a hitter, you end up getting insane boosts. So, certainly viable. I recommend you buying at least one of these packs to get Carlos Santana, just even because he's probably the best catcher in the game right now. I recommend you buy a second one at some point. Either hold the pack and don't open it until it goes away, or pick a second captain and don't lock either of them in to your collections, and then see what prices happen and maybe sell. Overall, what a friggin' update. A fantastic update. MLB The Show needed a weekend like this, both for the game's sake, just to make content better, but also to get the community a little bit back in its corner again. And I said this up front, I'm not suggesting as if everything's fixed. I'm not suggesting as if everything is okay. I am not forgetting about what the first 5-ish weeks of this game were like. But this is the type of weekend where if we can build a little momentum, do similar things like this more often, banger content drops. Not every content drop is going to be the best thing we've ever seen, but we need frequent good ones. This is the type of thing that will make me feel better about the game. Is gameplay still far from perfect? Yes. Far from perfect. Content has always been MLB The Show's thing, though. And I feel like it's been like over a year since we've had that type of what they're known for content. Excellent content drop. I had a lot of fun playing this weekend, which is rare, honestly, with how this game is played. So I had a lot of fun playing this weekend. I hope they keep it up. SDS, thank you. Good job. But that's going to be it, guys, for this episode of The Show, the podcast. Stay tuned for content tomorrow and Thursday. TBD on a Friday video. I'm not sure. I don't really have any ideas. And I don't want to just make content for the sake of making stuff that is either half-baked or you guys don't want to see. So we'll see about Friday. Yeah, that's it. Love you guys. Thank you for making it to the end. Hope you enjoyed the podcast and enjoy the grind. See you next time.